Secretary Blinken, dear Tony, welcome to NATO headquarters. It's really great to see you here. And you have decades of foreign policy experience and national security experience. And I know you have a strong personal commitment to NATO, to the transatlantic bond. So therefore, I really appreciate this opportunity to welcome you on your first visit to Europe, to the NATO headquarters. We have now a unique opportunity to start a new chapter in the transatlantic relationship. And I strongly welcome the Biden administration's message on rebuilding alliances and strengthening NATO. That is what our NATO 2030 initiative is all about, because we face great global challenges: Russia's destabilizing activities, the threat of terrorism, cyber attacks and nuclear proliferation, disruptive technologies and the rise of China, and the security impact of global warming and climate change. No country and no continent can face these challenges alone. Not Europe alone, not America alone, but Europe and America together in NATO. And our meeting today will be an opportunity to address how we strengthen this bond as we prepare for our summit in Brussels later this year. At the summit, we will set an ambitious transatlantic agenda for the future to reinforce our unity and solidarity and ensure we remain strong both as a military and as a political alliance. To broaden our approach to security by strengthening our resilience, preserving our technological edge, addressing the security impact of climate change, and working more together. And to take a more global approach by protecting the rules-based international order, which is being challenged by authoritarian powers like Russia and China. So we have a lot to discuss. So Secretary Blinken, Tony, once again, welcome to NATO. You are here not just among allies, but also among friends, and therefore so much welcome to NATO.
Secretary General Jens, thank you so much for your very warm welcome. I do want to start, before we actually begin, by expressing my own horror at the violence that occurred yesterday in Boulder, Colorado, and offer my deepest condolences to the loved ones of those who were killed, including a law enforcement officer. Having said that, it is a pleasure to be back at NATO. This is actually my first visit to the new headquarters, my first time at NATO as U.S. Secretary of State. So again, thank you, Secretary General, for hosting all of us today. We very much look forward to a productive couple of days of discussions at really a pivotal moment for the alliance. I've come here to express the United States' steadfast commitment to that alliance, which has been the cornerstone of peace, prosperity, stability for the transatlantic community for more than 70 years. And I've come to Brussels because the United States wants to rebuild our partnerships, first and foremost with our NATO allies. We want to revitalize the alliance to make sure it's as strong and effective against the threats of today as it has been in the past. Secretary General, our conversations over the next 2 days will cover, as you've noted, a broad agenda, including NATO's ongoing mission in Afghanistan, our regional security efforts, in particular in response to Russia's aggression, and NATO's 2030 agenda. We share the Secretary General's vision of a NATO that has the capabilities to deter and defend against all manner of threats to our collective security, including threats like climate change and cyber attacks. I'm very much looking forward to these conversations. I'm grateful again to you, Jens, for your remarkable leadership of this institution, and very happy to be back at NATO.